Hi, my name is NATASHA. I am an alumna of Cavendish University, Uganda, class of 2022, and now I serve as the Careers and Employability Officer here at Cavendish University, Uganda. Today I'm joined by Bennie Mushayuma, who is also a graduate of Cavendish University, Uganda, and he now works with the World Bank Treasury. So today he's going to be telling us about his journey and sharing his experience with us. How was it like for him here at the university, and how did his journey here contribute to the person that he is today? Bennie, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Natasha.
It's so good to see you. It's been a while. I think I last saw you in 2019 when you were helping us prep for the HALT Prize. What have you been up to? What's going on?
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot again for the invite. I think since 2019 a lot has
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
And 2019 that's when I was still a student at Cavendish University. And 2020 went by that with COVID and everything. 2021, that's when I got the internship with the World Bank Treasury. I just happened to have applied like many students might have. And I was one of the few students who got accepted into the program.
Wow.
But in 2021, during COVID, of course, I couldn't go and work in person, so I got to do my internship right here in Uganda, online, with the help of the country office, of course. And after the internship, I went again through a competitive process. And that's when, after my graduation, even before my graduation in 2022, I got to join the junior analyst program at World Bank Treasury. Yes, and that's where I've been ever since.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
We're
Thanks
really,
again.
really proud of you here. So tell us a bit about your background before you joined Cavendish University. How did you get to know about it, and what made you choose us? And also, what program did you do here? And maybe if you could also share an insight into how you think this program contributed to the person that you are now.
Yes, thanks a lot. So I'm from Congo. I'm Congolese. So by coming to Kampala, I always wanted to get out of the country and try something new. And I came in 2016 in Kampala. I tried different entrepreneurial failures, which is also part of the journey of almost every young person in Uganda, I guess. And then there were many Congolese at the time at Cavendish, so I got to know and visit the university and got to experience, what it's like to be around the campus. So I wanted also to be part of it. And in May 2017, I joined the university. I first joined as a normal student. And then after some time, I got to realize that, I wanted the full experience from the university itself. I think at the time, Cavendish had more than 20 nationalities. There are so many nationalities. That was just different nationalities association. And then there were now different clubs. So I was like, now I have to take full advantage of these. I got in the Congolese Association, became a leader in the Congolese Association, got into a few more associations and clubs, debate clubs, and French club. We started a French club at some time. And a few different clubs that made my experience really rewarding, and got to meet new friends and people from different culture. I think that's also one of the biggest advantages that Cavendish has. So many cultures, Sudanese, Ethiopian, from everywhere all over
It's
Africa.
a diverse culture.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And you are doing what course?
So I joined the bachelor's in business administration and focusing on accounting and finance.
Accounting and finance.
Yes.
Nice. What was the process like? How did you get to know about the internship? How did you apply for it? And if there are students out there who would like to, position themselves for opportunities like this in the World Bank or even any other, institutions thereof, what tips could you share with them possibly?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I think sometimes it's all about trying to expose yourself and trying to learn what's out there, what's more than what you get access to, I guess. And that alone gives me the potential. I mean, and there are many international students here, so everyone is still struggling first with even public speaking skills, trying to get comfortable with a different culture, trying to, I don't know, understand how different cultures talk, because we all speak in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that simple skill is so helpful and has been helpful for me. And secondly, trying to also see what's out there, because there are so many things happening online, especially. But if I don't expose myself, if I don't even have an account on LinkedIn, that would be hard to know, right? So I think trying also to expose I think at the time there was like a Uganda Securities Exchange University Challenge. I ran for it. So
Right before you graduated?
no, that was like 2019, I think.
Yeah.
And I was even among the winners, but
Nice.
the university, of course, didn't give me that. I had to look for it, but the basis was me taking advantage first of what's at the university. And then I was like,
Because the
okay,
universities bring such programs for you to take advantage of them.
yeah. And then I'm like, okay, what can I do more, right? Where can I go more? Go for more. So start looking online, and then that's when I bumped into the World Bank Treasury internship program. And at the beginning, I didn't believe I could get in because, I mean, it's the World Bank.
It's
and,
huge, yeah.
and in Washington D.C. and I mean that was too far. So,
Yeah.
but at some point I decided to apply, and the whole process took some time. The interview, I mean, was online. I had a full panel of people I didn't know about it, but I was very excited. I mean, I told them that even an interview with the World Bank, I might put it on my CV. Yeah.
Right.
But
Like I'm going to put this on my CV.
yeah, just
The
interview.
interview, yeah.
So that was the excitement, and I think just being excited about everything you get involved in goes a long way. Just being excited about even the smallest thing we were doing here, helping students, trying to help you, also helping yourself by helping other students, getting involved. And I think that was pretty much it.
Okay, so are there any particular skills you feel like Cavendish University imparted you with that helped you to thrive into the internship and then also later get hired into the treasury as an analyst at the World Bank?
Yeah, I think especially, I mean, with my role, maybe the first thing that comes to mind is just Excel, just learning about Excel, right? Getting exposed to simple things like Excel
spreadsheet.
Being I mean, familiar with how to use different, tabs in an Excel spreadsheet. I mean, that's very helpful. It goes a long way. And
seems basic, and yet it goes such a long way.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Because I mean, there are so many things that can be done in Excel, even coding and everything. But just knowing that basic idea of managing data in Excel, that goes a long way. And also the basic financial courses. But of course, like everything we learn at school, we are assumed to try to learn as much as we can and make them the basis of further learning. Because I think like the one thing I learned from Cavendish is just being an avid student in everything I do. Because I mean, even after going to my job, I knew almost nothing about what's going on. But getting used to being involved in many things, being involved in association, being a proactive person, I was like, yeah, I think I can do this if I just give my all and my time, of course. So yeah, over time I got to learn my job. And
so how does the program usually run? Like, are there like cohorts? If there are students out there who'd like to be part of the program, get into the treasury internship program and then possibly get hired later, what things should they look out for? How does it usually work?
So the program is called the Junior Analyst Program, and it's open every year. Yeah. And it starts with a summer internship. After the internship, usually it's the number of interns changes from maybe 10 to even more than 10, depending on the year. after the internship serves as I guess a summer long testing process,
Right.
because it's a rotational program. In my time I rotated through different teams, and as a new student, as a new intern, you also rotate through different teams, and each team
Right.
tries to understand what you're good at and what you can work on. And after the internship you get a possibility of applying now for a full-time position as a junior analyst.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-year program. After getting accepted, you now join a specific team. Now it's not a rotational program, and it becomes now a full-time job for the next 2 years. Yes.
Nice.
That's
Okay, that's
pretty
very interesting. So it's highly encouraged other students who are aspiring for that to check it out and apply.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's posted. I mean, it has even a page on the World Bank Treasury website, and it's always posted online. Just for any student should follow the World Bank Treasury page on LinkedIn. And I'm assuming they are already working on a LinkedIn profile.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they should. The
So-
careers office is doing a lot with that, so they should be able to do
Yeah,
that.
that will be very helpful to get access, at least not just the World Bank, but also just opportunities out there.
Yes.
'Cause,
Yes.
you just need one, right?
Of course,
You
of
can
course.
just apply to even hundreds if you want to. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So, what does a typical day for you as a junior analyst in the Treasury look like? What do you do, and what are your major responsibilities?
Yeah. So a typical day in the funding team is quite interesting because the World Bank Treasury is like the bank for the World Bank. We raise funds in the capital markets, and the funds are dispersed in different countries
Yeah.
as loans. And my team is the funding team, or the debt origination
The
team,
voice
basically.
of the money.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we do is issuing the World Bank bonds in the capital markets.
Yeah.
And my team is a team of 10 people. And as a junior analyst, I support the different senior officers on different debt origination in different markets. We issue in like 20 and plus currencies. We raise 50 billion plus a year. So it's hundreds of transactions every fiscal year. And as a junior analyst, every transaction that comes in get executed. I have to review the term sheets, which is like the documentation of the transaction, making sure it's recorded in the internal systems, and exchanging with internal teams on the different reviews, legal operations, getting back to the different counterparties, making sure that either the numbers or the languages or the documents are right. Providing analysis on different markets when needed, like I don't know, different reports on what the team is up to. So a day can be quite intense or easy depending on the time of the year.
Yeah.
But it's always exciting because we have multiple markets and multiple currencies, and you get exposed to different ideas from all over the world.
Yeah. So, how has working with the World Bank impacted your career development so far? Are there any rewards of your job that you'd like to highlight?
Yeah, I think the biggest reward is growing as a person.
Yeah.
You get exposed to, I don't know, such a bunch of smart and amazing people. Like I can't even describe how much or how grateful I am, and I was since day one joining the bank, because the people I was working with have when I joined the team, Hicham, my direct supervisor, he's French and he has 10 plus, close to maybe 15 years experience in finance, and they were calling him the youngest guy in the team or the baby in the team. So there was so much to learn about. There's so many people to learn from, and not just professionally but even culturally, different cultures to get exposed to. I said we are 10 people in my team, but different nationalities, so you learn from everyone. And also as a person, like growing as a professional, talking to people, the kind of people I've never thought of or met before. Just that alone was more than enough for me. But beyond that, I got also just to be exposed to a different world. And that kind of world, I guess, allowed me to even decide to go for my master's program. So that's
Any hobbies or interests that you're passionate about outside of the workspace?
I guess spending time with friends. I've been living in DC for the past 2 years, and the one thing that people, I guess, do is trying new foods, new cultures, and trying new cultures, and I guess spending time with friends mostly. A good thing.
So as we close, I'd like you to speak to two groups of students. The first group is students that are just starting out. Let's say they are here, year one, they probably haven't even determined what career path they want to take. What advice would you give them? That's the first step. And then the second step is students who are almost graduating, and they want to put themselves out there to be able to find impactful and valuable opportunities for themselves. What would you advise them?
I guess I'll start with the first one. The ones that are just starting out at Cavendish. I will say they have one of the best platforms anybody can ask for, and they don't need more than this. Cavendish gives so much already. Like so much to offer when it comes to learning and when it comes to training students. I will tell the new student to just get exposed to the students that are here. I knew many students when we're studying who prefer just coming to class and going back home. But if you can just spend a few hours after class with friends in different clubs, learn Arabic. I remember at the time at one point we were about to start an Arabic class, but I decided to give up on it.
You were just too proactive. You were always running something.
I was like, let's just learn Arabic. But maybe it was difficult for me, maybe a new person. And that Arabic might end up helping you at some point. You never know. So I think that point is just a point where you're trying to figure out what you want and what you're interested in. So trying multiple things, I think, is the best way. Trying a debate club, I don't know.
Right.
If you're still learning English, try to make friends with people who are speaking English. Don't stay in your small group of, I'm a Congolese, so don't stay in a small group of Congolese or, I don't know, whatever nationality you're from. But try to get exposed to other people. That's how you learn other languages. And for someone who's graduating, I guess that's depending on the kind of interest they already have. I would say just, of course, review what strength they have and try to emphasize on them, on how they present their documents, the CV and whatever. And give it time, because it takes some time, I guess. Personally, I mean, I applied to I don't know how many jobs. I mean, just internships alone. I mean, because this is the math I was doing. I was like, okay, if I have to apply to 1,000 jobs, or let's say if you have 1% chance in the current market, it means that for you to get maybe an interview, you need to apply to 100 jobs.
Absolutely, it's a numbers game.
So why not apply to 1,000 jobs? If you apply to 5 jobs a day, maybe in like 5-6 months you're close to 1,000. So that was just my approach, and there's no way after 1,000 applications for you not to have at least 10 interviews, maybe one job gets you, right? So I think just giving the time and energy into it, just knowing what you want and going for it. And I think that's pretty much it.
Thank you so much, Bennie. Thank you for sharing your experience with us, and congratulations once again. We're definitely super proud of you. And definitely success begins at Cavendish University. Thank you.
Enroll now at Cavendish University, Uganda, your technology-enabled university of choice. Success begins at Cavendish.